5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining.
Right.
5 seconds remaining.
Please ban something so I know you guys are alive.
Dire team back.
XD.
OG's turn to ban.
Yeah, open mic. Forgot to remind you. But ready to go?
Team? I'm ready.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Now, but he's also making heroes like Windrunner, who nobody else picks, makes them look extremely overpowered. So, I don't know, what are your expectations for this match? Who's gonna take this home? Yeah. We already see the respect band coming out, Pagna taken away. That's one of these heroes that Thompson is certainly known to play every once in a while here for 5 anchors. And the Naga, also Flavor of the Month, here taken out by them in turn.
OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So yeah, that's a big thing for me.
OG's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
First phase here by 5 anchors.
Yeah, and this already makes whoever gonna play Rubik a happy Rubik, because both Track, Invis from Bounty Hunter and Shadow Shaman Wards or even Shackle or Hex is like great spells to steal. And now OG reveals that they're gonna do some kind of a chance strategy, so this tells 5 anchors a lot more what OG has in mind.
Yeah, already smells like early push.
Bounty.
Yeah. Then again, like Bounty Hunter used to be considered like a Chen counter, but that was back when Chen was like basically AFK farming the jungle for the first 5 to 10 minutes. But that's not really the way Chen's played these days anymore, is it?
No, he's by no means as good as he used to be, but he's still... Because, yeah, what you do with Chen nowadays is basically the first minute when there's no creeps, you just send creeps back on the offlane, because now this sandback spell you have, it works on creeps. So you just send them back and make sure that whoever offlaner you have can have a good time. And then you just go and take a creep, whatever creep is good. Hopefully you get like this blast creep or the Ursa creep that are some of the strongest level 1 early game creeps, and then you just go to the offlane. You kind of dual lane with your offlaner, and it's putting a lot of pressure on any safe lane really, because it's kind of hard to deal with this Chen creeps, especially if you don't have a hero like Witch Doctor or even Crystal Maiden, but that hero is so rarely picked. But 5 anchors show their supports now, so I think that's why they picked this Chen, because now there's a lot harder to deal with.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Yeah, and like Shadow Shaman, he's no way in the mid game that he's gonna even be allowed to either shock the Quickboy, because I assume OG is gonna pick like a Brewmaster or something like this on the offlane that can gap close and initiate, and then they will just, like, if Shadow Shaman is even remotely close, they're gonna jump on him. They will definitely have to get something. I mean, Gyro here would be a very standard pick. They banned Gyro out, which is very smart from them, because it's a hero that deals fairly well with Chen in the laning stage, and it's extremely good later on. You just kill all the creeps.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The cool thing about that hero, but as I said, wisely taken away, so you can't rely on that particular bit of AoE. Yeah. What other core heroes are there that actually bring you that? Dragon Knight, perhaps? There's a Brewmaster that you mentioned.
The thing is, Gyro is by far the worst one, and the more I think about it, this Chen pick, like, it makes me be like, wow, you're so smart, Fly, because he picks it the last pick in the first phase, so he's gonna have 2 bans to, you know, counter whatever you feel scared of, which is Gyro mainly. And he's already seen the support, so like, this Chen pick is... I actually love it a lot, but yeah, 5 anchors, they counter with the Brewmaster, so they have a really strong 5-man themselves going here. Yeah, and I'm curious to see here. I assume they're gonna go either with a very flexible core, like 1 or 2 hero, or they're just gonna pick their offlaner here. They could go something like Nakes here or whatever that can just solo against Brewmaster basically and come out fairly on top. Weaver is not that good. Yeah, it's not too much to take on from that. But Razor is another hero that would be good in Brewmaster, but that one is banned, so good on 5 anchors. They've done their homework and they've pre-thought about these drafts. They ban out the Puck as well, which is, you know, a S4 staple hero. I actually know that No-Tail has played Visage mid.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they go with the Centaur. But this Visage mid, now with this Chen, and they're gonna... it's a hero to keep in mind. maybe they will pick it up and go like super crazy 5-man early game.
It certainly could be interesting. I mean, Visage mid, it's one of these things, one of these strats that kind of comes out every once in a while, and whenever it does, it seems extremely ridiculous, because once Visage hits level 6, you just straight up kill somebody if they're not careful. It's just so much damage coming out, especially if you already have your medallion to work with, but... Well, we'll see. For now, the Centaur is uncommon enough as it is. Probably gonna be the offlaner here.
I would think that 5 anchors, they need a hero. Lifestealer maybe? Okay, they're gonna go Timber. I like this pick because this Centaur and this Chen is gonna provide a lot of pressure on their safe lane. Like, that's the plan of OG right now. And 5 anchors, they need a hero that can somewhat deal with it. I pointed out Lifesteal because it's kind of good against Centaur, and you can at least... You won't die that easily, but I do like this Timber pick a lot more than it, because when it's level 3, and he's gonna have these 10 reactive charges, and he's gonna have Timber Chain, like, they won't be able to feed on him like they would on many other carries, so... A very nice pick from 5 anchors here.
Dire team ban.
It's a very good pick.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
OG, they have this chain creeps to TP on for the Tinker, which is very nice for them, and Tinker is a counter to Timbersaw because he provides so much spell damage that it's very hard for Timber to stay in fights. But another point I want to take out with this Timbersaw that I really like it, that of course it's a good counter to Centaur, because Centaur is very strength reliant. And you have very good wave clear against the chain creeps. The Chakram is a good spell for that. I wonder what they're gonna ban out here on OG. Maybe Storm. Or they could... I don't think they're afraid of Spectre, because Spectre will get 2 destroyed into the lane. Not possible to pick that.
Remaining. OG's turn to pick.
And OG agrees. They know that they need this kind of carry hero, this Spectre Storm kind of hero that can carry them late game. And they decides we can easily deal with Spectre. Storm is for sure the harder one to deal with. I'm gonna be curious to see if 5 anchors can find a good solution, because I don't see anyone. Jagger would have been okay. Jagger is considered a good hero because of the healing ward and the spin. Kind of not care. But they need a hero to find the Tinker. But for now, OG has the pick. Zeus is good, but not... Then they're gonna lack this right-click late-game hero too. And...
10 seconds remaining.
The Centaur has providing a lot of... oh, they go Arc Warden. The tops on special. I like this. And... I'm not... I'm not sure, I'm not an Arc Warden player, but I would imagine the hero is fine against Tinker. Like, you can for sure find him with your little spirit race or whatever they call it. You can find him in the trees. You can scout him out. You're gonna go with maybe this Shadowblade Orchid Nullifier build that destroys any hero. And like this pick for sure keeps 5 anchors draft good against them. Like I did not think of a hero that could salvage this draft for them, but This certainly does it. I still think that OG's draft might be better, but this definitely, yeah, this is a very good pick.
Yeah. Well, just wait for the for the meteor hammer on Arc 1. Easy split push, easy tower kills. That's one thing that that the Arc 1 might actually struggle with. I mean, with the normal build, you go like Maelstrom and whatnot to split push and get creep waves, but you don't really necessarily do a lot of damage to towers. Certainly not if there's a Tinker on the other team to just clear through waves on turn.
I want to point out one thing. What OG has in mind for this draft is they're gonna snowball from laning stage. They're gonna use his Shen, they're gonna win the top lane. This Lifestealer and Rubik. Lifestealer, they're gonna give an advantage to Lifestealer against Brewmaster, and then players gonna start roaming once Resolution has face boots. And then they're gonna wanna go as 5, like 20 minutes into the game. And Tinker, yes, he's usually seen as a delay hero, but he's actually very good in early game pushes as well, because you just march up when you take towers, and it's super hard to engage into. So I really do believe that is the game plan of OG here, and for 5 anchors, it's obviously deal with it, delay as much as you can until this Arc Warden has 6 slot, and then hopefully Topson can carry us.
Yeah. Meantime, we also have the Terminasaur, who, if he gets items, he can do a crazy amount of damage himself. And yeah, the Brewmaster can get you there, really. I mean, if you manage to take good fights around that ultimate. And you also have the Bounty Hunter to kind of give you the vision to make that happen. So there's plenty of tools of 5 anchors available to win this game. The question is, can they execute it up against OG's game plan here, which is gonna put on a decent amount of pressure, to say the least.
And 5 anchors decide to dodge the lanes, which I think I kind of like. But the thing is that they might lose the tower very early. 5 anchors might lose their safe lane tower very early. I'm not sure, but we're gonna have to see. But it's a nice little sneaky play for my 5 anchors to just screw up the lanes a little bit. Sure, this is not what OG really wanted. They wanted to destroy this Timber.
Well, certainly at least gonna get that free level for the center anyway with the creep pull. Chen is just spending his time dragging back creeps, one would have imagined. But now with sentry down in mids, you also have this Bounty Hunter trying to be a nuisance.
Classic tri-lane mid.
Yeah. I mean, you should be fine with these 1v1 matchups still, right? I mean, until Timbersaw gets a couple of extra levels. Right now it doesn't have the Whirling Death to really threaten Lifestealer.
Yeah, for now this lane is fine for Lifestealer, like you said, but as levels goes on and he gets a lot of reactive armor, I do believe that Timber wins this matchup, but I'm not super confident in it. Lifestealer might still do okay.
Well, shall keep an eye on that. But now it's a 1v1 there, Fly hanging around to mid, making sure that No Tail is fine.
And that's the triple stun, by the way. This is a super cute little trick. You eat the first golem, and then you take over the second one so that the first one dies, and you get these small little babies. It's you can actually get 4 stuns, and then you have like a clapper or stun or something, and you do like 500 damage. The stuns.
Actually, they also actually have 2 sentries in mid just to keep an eye on Oxia. Trying to catch his Bounty Hunter out, but unable to really do so. He's taking over another creep. One set of these shot golems will be expiring. But it's a pretty good ganking combo as well. Extra burst from the 2 creeps and from 2 shot golems and the Dark Troll Summoner. Not really all that use luck in Timber, so it's already level 3.
Yeah, so it's already gonna be quite a rough gank if they wanna go for it now. Level 2 reactive armor. But for now, Jarex is just farming and OKCia is just leeching.
Yep. Quite early game. Top lane though, that might change now. Lift into the stun, follow up with the double edge. Level 1 Trixie dropping quite low here. Only has tangos to work with, trying to dupe through the trees. It's dropping super low. Another double edge. The first blood is drawn by S4 Centaur.
Very nice rotation from Fly to... Because you kind of believe that's gonna be a 1 versus 1 lane for both S4 and Trixie. Like, you're not really prepared for any like support rotation necessarily. Fly abuses that and makes sure that S4 gets a nice lead.
Oh, Bounty Hunter continuing to struggle. Hasn't found a courier, he hasn't found his level 2 even, so even if he did, really hard to one-shot it without the Janata. It's like the biggest story here in this early game. Chen at the very least is level 2 now because he has that capability of farming. He isn't reliant on being able to find these rotations, but now S4 actually dropping kind of low. Another crit from Trixie. He will be dropping down very low. Does get the double stomp, and this should be enough to give him the space needed.
Yeah, nice of S4 to not give away the counter kill after getting the advantage. Yeah, that would make it right back in Trixie's favor, but for now, just farming away.
Yep.
I do believe that 5 Anchors and OG is happy with how the current pace is going though. But gonna be interesting to see who's gonna make the first move, if anyone is gonna make a move now that in a minute catapults are spawning, and that is a time where a lot of teams tend to want to make a move, get some tower pressure, especially with a Chen.
Yep.
Trixie top again.
Oh god.
Just
down the same combination, yeah.
Yeah, and this double stun from, I mean, they didn't even need the lift from Rubik. It's just a double-edged damage. It's a lot of burst.
Level 2 now, so it's only 250. Pretty solid nuke. You can afford it too with your health pool. And now Shackles in mid here, they're gonna go. Thompson level 4. And they'll do a lot of damage with these spark rates. A couple of right clicks will be needed. Stick charges keeping alive for now. And the March making sure that Tinker will be safe from the continued dive. Alright, and now wrap around again. Ooh, no tail. He's back up to full health though. Thompson low on mana, low on health points himself. That's the stick charges of his own. So don't think they can really do anything with this wraparound. Also considering the Bounty Hunter's still level 2, but what the hell was that? Thanks to cancelling his own shackles, I guess. Now the counter wraparound. Smoke from Fly, Jarek with 2 centaurs to work with.
The 5-minute push.
So lift. Yeah. Lift into double stomp. Just S4 calling on his brethren, essentially.
I think they're, now that they realize, okay, they're not here, they might just take over the dire catapult and start pressuring the tower a little bit.
Yep. Just waiting for someone to show when Thompson might run straight into it. Meanwhile up top though, S4 being gone on himself perhaps, but with full health, very hard to actually burst him down before he can just stomp and walk away. But that is, they're gonna spring the trap, lift into one stomp, into number 2, and he is DED, dead, and they do what you said. Take over the catapult, but you have to get it out of the tower range. Never mind. Never mind that. Gonna lose both of them.
That's actually very lucky for 5 Anchors, because they would take a lot of damage. And yeah, mid tower is by far the tower that is the most valuable on the map, so you don't want to take any excessive damage on it. So a lucky break for 5 Anchors there. They get both the catapults without even firing a single shot.
Yep.
And I want to point out
Howell got the back.
Resolution is doing amazing bottom against this 1 versus 1 against Timbersaw. Doing way better than I actually thought the matchup is.
Keeping himself up, topped up. No tail though in the mid. 3 heroes up against the 1. No support. Pexi takes a lot of damage from these machines spawning on him, but not enough for a counter kill. So good catch there, trying to equalize his mid lane situation a little bit. I mean, how's it looking? Thompson closing in on that level 6, and that's the point where Tinker doesn't really want to stick around, but he's also went for full-on March build. Only 1 point up in Rocket and Missile. So he's going to be able to rotate into the jungle sooner rather than later.
I mean, yeah, no tell he's just gonna go AFK farm after a little bit. I think that when Thompson hits level 6, that's when, yeah, you don't want to be in this lane, because it gets, he has so much kill potential on you, and maybe then Notel will just take off. But for now, Thompson is actually the one to go in jungle.
Feels a little bit scared himself, I guess.
Jerox he's on the hunt.
Yeah.
I guess Thompson sniffs it out, and he just feels that I don't want to do any stupid feats here. I'm just gonna play safe as necessary.
Yep. Alright, meanwhile Oxia, he's still level 2 on his Bounty Hunter. If you look at the levels, both of these supports are kind of struggling. Pexu almost level 4 though. He's been sticking around the lanes more often, but so is Jerex and Fly closing in on level 5. So is this going to be an issue going forward, like not having the track available soon?
For sure, they want this bounty hunter to get at least level 6 around 12-13 minutes the latest. Otherwise, it's getting quite rough. And for now, he needs to find this. If he can get a kill or two, that would be amazing. But
Pexu is so dead, isn't he? Roots, you have the golems. Plenty of burst damage here with the third one coming through. Trixie made the rotation, trying to go for the counter. Gets a couple of nice little hits and onto Jarex, but the bottom blocks can be there.
Good
Trixie though, pretty damn fast with the face boots. Reach rune, but Jarex can really go for it.
yes, that's right.
Oh, there it is. He has a haste rune though from Centaur. Makes a movement speed, making sure that he gets away.
Yeah, very nice of them to beware, because sometimes you just forget, you know, you have a center on team and stuff. I can just ask for the speed, but of course OG won't do that. They're on point.
Oh, Jarex probably looking for more. Are there any stacks here for Tinker? Not really. At least you don't have that. Now Revolution gone on with Trixie, making the most of this rotation. Oxia Bounty Hunter also joining in. There's no rage, there's no ultimate available here for Resolution for another couple of seconds. And another rage coming in now, but he's fast on his feet anyway with these treads. And now Flight making rotation in. Trixie's super low, doesn't have his own ultimate, not enough mana, so he just straight up gets dropped. That is not what they wanted out of that.
Yeah, it's getting to a rough position where if I... Oh, they're gonna get OKC as well. They have dust.
They do indeed. Makes for an easy double if the creeps didn't kill it.
Yeah, so OG
is done regardless. Oh god, what?
There's the Chen.
Oh yeah.
But OG's, yeah, they're putting on a crap ton of pressure as expected. They are executing their lineup here, the early game pressure that we talked about, and they're 5k ahead in 10 minutes. So
top lane is for barely gets a cent back as Trixie comes in to defend the lane.
for 5 anchors now, it's basically waiting room for tops on Midas, because that's when this hero really starts farming ridiculously fast. But OG has done very well job at keeping that Midas delayed for as long as possible. But
yep.
And he's farming away currently.
Chen was thinking about trying to go on him again, but didn't really have the nice angle with him sitting on the high ground. He should always be able to make his way out.
This Timber has treads, by the way, and I do believe the reason he went treads is because he was in a 1 versus 1 with Lifestealer. Your spells aren't necessarily gonna be too useful, and you're gonna have low mana and all that jazz. So I think he went treads to somewhat try to combat this Lifestealer.
Yep.
Just pure old right clicks.
Well, right-clicking Timber Saw is not something to hear all that often, but
I mean, he's
certainly something. Fight up top, here double stun comes through, but OG, they're just calling it quits. They were the ones gone on, just another ultimate used. But 5 anchors can't really make use of that. They can't exploit that in any way, because they even lose the mid tower, and again, it is OG looking for kills, and empty down bottom. Forced to Timber Chain his way out of there. The only thing that they've got going for themselves right now is this top push. But no level 6 on Shadow Shaman yet, not even a sliver of damage done to his tower just yet. And they're gonna try. He's holding onto the stump for now, gets a double. Another TP coming through, that's a Lifestealer onto the tower. Another one, that's a Tinker on the Shrine. Trixie has yet to pop his ultimate. Primal Split still available, and this might give OG pause.
usually did not want to go on the Brew there since he knows he has ulti.
Yep.
So he might... no till he has his boot to travel now, he's gonna go for a blink next. Jerax has gone for Urn, which is not usual for Chen, but I do believe it's because of Timber. Spirit Vessel is extremely good against Timber Saw. So yep. I do think that Jerax is gonna go for that item.
Right now it's TPing out of the danger zone here, a couple of heroes walking in this general area, as they do find the creeps being teleported out.
Looks like they're gonna make a move on the top tower.
Yeah. It feels like OG, it's all on them right now. They're the ones who are making things happen, and as you said before, 5 anchors just holding on, holding their breath for top, so doesn't have enough money for the Hand of Midas now.
That's...
Why do you say mana? That's so weird.
S4 is smoked up now with Resolution infested in him.
Bottom lane, they're gonna go for no tail. Does have the channeling, but no TP. Oh god, they actually gonna get the kill as they're fighting on the march. Now Nymphy also dropping kind of low. Shackles on top of the Brewmaster ultimate. They will find that kill eventually, but at what cost? Paxu next one to drop. And Thompson ended up dropping in the jungle. Damn.
I just want to point.
And Trixie's not out of the danger zone either.
That was based RNGesus for with the marches, who actually got the Rasta. He had like 3 marches instantly.
Damn.
Yes, Timber Chain. He's gonna catch Trixie maybe.
Yeah. They're trying. S4 does have a blink already. Available again in another couple of seconds, so blinks down with the way Trixie's going. Could be a thing. They're pinging him out. They want to, but he's a little bit too fast with these face boots.
Yeah, they defend the tier on bottom. They lose no tail, sure, but they get like two kills for it. And meanwhile, S4 and Lifesteal, they did find the tops on Arc Warden while he had minus on off cooldown. Not like this. That's the worst.
The humanity.
Yep.
Well, in terms of net worth, he's not really looking all that good. He's even... No, he was below Trixie before he's finally using his Midases here. But I think we still need to see more out of this Brewmaster. The first fight, yeah, you get the kill, as you said, but at what cost, right? You need to win these fights more decisively. You want to slow OG down at all. Because right now, they're hitting the timings perfectly.
Yeah, and he's going for the Vladimir Brew. He's not going for the Blink. And I assume the thought process here is that he doesn't really need to initiate on them, because OG is gonna come at them. So Vladimir's, that extra damage, that little bit of armor, it could be really useful for these early fight engagements.
Yep.
Because yeah, OG...
Straight up tower trade for now, but OG, they want to fight Infest. Mass TP's up top, S4 is ready with the ultimate, with the blink. They find the lift into the storm, they try to blow up Nymphy, and they will not quite be successful. They still get the kill. At the end of the day, Trixie finds the TP out, so I think there's one casualty. Push still going a little bit here as Jarex remained in the bottom lane. But once again, 5 anchors. They are being punished for the movements. They
did get the tier 1 tower though, which is nice to get some map control, but yeah, they do pay with the Timber.
Yeah. But Push still going no tail. Look at this. Right now, he's doing a ridiculous amount of damage to Thompson. Just with the rocket spam.
This is so obnoxious.
Damn.
Jarex is out deep.
He's scouted out, he's all alone, he has slows by Oxel, still not level 6, 15 minutes in. You were talking about the timings that they were looking for. Certainly not there with this kill. They might find it, but they just have to get it first, and they will in the end, with everyone else joining the party.
At this point for 5 anchors, any kills is, well, very welcome, but yeah, OKC, yeah, he needs to hit the 6.
Still doing the bounty hunter thing, just scouting people out as much as he can.
Pushing deep here.
That's 4. That is very deep indeed.
He's fine. Yeah, the way in for 5 anchors here in this game, because 6k gold lead for OG, 60 minutes in, that is very rough. But yeah, they have this track and this Arc Warden.
Oh, they have the dust as well, bounty hunter. They saw him walk in, fly, hiding inside the tree line there.
No.
Perfect positioning.
Bounty Hunter just wanted some experience. But denied.
Feels bad right now. Fly. He's playing Bounty Hunter now. He sees Paxu. Sitting at half health, but also Nymphy and Trixie in this general area, so no easy way to burst him down.
He's gonna find Thompson.
Oh god, no. That's big lift onto the real Thompson. Need a little bit more damage, but No Tail is right there in the middle of that. Ugh. Very good indeed. And Fly, yeah, he stole his ultimate, didn't he? I was like very confused. Why are there 2 Rubiks?
Time to buy Midas.
But hey.
Maybe not.
Can you also use Spell Steal with your Rubik thing? Or is that...
I don't. I have no idea.
I don't think so, right? Because you can't use the ultimate as Arc Warden, so I figure
yeah,
it would be disabled.
That's probably true. Ultimates might be...
Next question is, do the Spell Steal aura stack? Or not the Spell Steals, the... What's it called? Null Field auras.
You're asking way too hard questions right now.
Just throwing that into the air for someone to figure out in chat, maybe. In any case, you might be able to just have one each, the aggressive one and the defensive one.
That's true.
Yeah. Crazy things that you can do with Rubik.
And there's a smoke down bottom. They want Thompson once again. They know Thompson, that's their way in. They're not giving him any room to farm. They want to kill him. They want to hunt him. Oh, and Jerax has these two centaurs. It's the gatekeepers of the high ground.
Yeah. All the centaurs in this game. I'll now reveal one or two of them as middle lane tower is being pressured a little bit. 5 anchors, they're all in the top lane, but they have to push against March, and this is not really something that's viable. The lane is being chipped away at. They already lost a bottom tier 2 as well.
Yule's on tanker.
Oh wow, that's a new one.
Yeah, not.
Ultate, even going back in, he's tracked up, super low in health, but just again nothing that 5 anchors can really do about it.
I really do like this Yule though, because track is 5 anchors' primary way of finding this tinker in team fights.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yule's just purges it off. So very nice of No-Tail to think out of the box and not just go the standard norm, which is at the lens Ags. What happened?
Yeah. Chen just had one of these mud golems and Trixie took it away with the Helm of Dominator.
Oh.
So we're trading things back and forth.
That's a classic.
Here's the Spirit Vessel completed for Jerax. So extra tools to deal with this Timbersaw. And again, Thompson, you mentioned it, he has the Midas, sure, but he's not gotten any of these effective split pushing items or fighting items or anything. He only now finished up the Maelstrom. But we've seen it before, if he's in the middle of these fights, he just gets bursted down at this point.
Yeah.
There it is.
Meteor Hammer Timbersaw is online, however. This is the comeback. Oh, this is when it happens.
Thompson
prepare your
giving that strat over to Nymphy this time around. That was just the Rubik illusion. Or the clone, the replication, replicate, whatever you want to call it. Oh geez, still hanging around up top, even though they've already killed the tower. This has not necessarily been scattered out. Oxia is on the hunt, but I'll now figure that out. Resolution. Ugh.
This is one of the nice things with Tinker, because usually you can't really stay around and hope to get a kill in an area for this long. But when you have a Tinker, he deals with the split push, he deals with the lanes all by himself, so your team gets more space to kind of look for kills.
Pexu. Slowed down by the ultimate committed here just before it got hexed, so just secure that solo kill more or less. Now all of a sudden the rest of OG also in this middle lane. Looking to even go high ground. I mean, is anything stopping them right now?
I mean, they have quite good high ground with Arc Warden, this magnetic field is always super obnoxious to go high ground against. And just his constant spam and Timbersaw Chakram. It's not the easiest to go high ground on. They can try it, but I do believe OG is one of these very safe teams. They're just gonna kind of play their advantage and get a 20k goal lead before they really risk it.
Yeah.
Unless, opportunity presents itself. If they get
in any case, in any case, Roshan's also another objective that they can take now. Now that they've taken out all the tier 2s on the map. Right now they have an okay amount of vision here around the Styre side area, so they'll be comfortable enough going for it right behind now. Not the best Roche team, but normally, but they have the Desolate and Lifestealer, so going for that build means that you can take objectives, including Roshan, relatively, I don't want to say easily or quickly, but it makes it possible. But they found Trixie. Yule's into Stomp.
That was a lot of damage.
Oh god. That was Penitence in action, holy hell. 36% bonus damage now. They find the Thompson clone on top of that.
That spell is hidden OP, basically. It's a lot of slow for level 1, especially, and then later on you can just... Yeah, this double edge damage is becoming insane if you do it on a Penitence target.
for the game too, maybe.
Well, yeah, Ig is done. Or Roshan done.
Oh. Huh. Well, Aegis in the hand now, on the Lifestealer. Thompson is with his clone down here. A bit of chip damage to tower, maybe, if it wasn't for the Tinker. It's really throwing a wrench in these plans and the strategy that you normally want to do as an Arc Warden.
Yeah, they both kind of... I guess Tinker counteracts Arc Warden more. Because, yeah, you will never be able to split push as you would. But Thompson, as we look at net worth, like he's climbing up there. He's making use of this Midas. But, as I say that...
Ugh. Well, it's not making use of anything right now because he's dead for 50 seconds. Does a buyback to work with, but this is the death push coming through from OG, perhaps.
Yeah, they have an opportunity now. 40 seconds dead.
N0tail doesn't even care, just blinks up to the high ground.
Get BKB now as well. This is not a normal Tinker build.
Certainly isn't. Oh, they find Nymphy on the outside. Trying to channel up that Meteor Hammer, but this is not exactly the kind of situation that item was built for. So I get another free kill on the outside, and now Fly also being very cheeky with the stolen timber chain. Alright, yeah, gonna have to try and find a way to stop this, but of all the heroes that you have left, you have no wave clear whatsoever.
Day vision as well, so Tinker can just go ham.
Ugh. Blinking across, blinking forward, trying to snipe Paxton with the rocket, but it's not quite flying out. In any case, it's chasing them all the way back to the fountain.
It's a nice cheeky play to send him back, and then he just puts some marsh really deep in.
Yeah. Whew. Doesn't look good at all, OG.
Are they gonna continue though?
Staking their claim. It's still the Aegis, so why the hell not? The Shaman wasn't committed, but Pexu, he'll give his life for it. Trixie with the ultimate trying to do something. But at this point, well, there's gonna be enough. Resolution is starting to chew through these rulings.
We didn't even talk about this combination, but Chen and Tinker is so obnoxious. Chen thinking he just jump in and put really like deep marshes that are in 5 Anchor's face, and then he just gets sent back.
Yeah. Oh, nice light there on the Aegis. Nymphy with a burst.
We got the Brewmaster ulti.
Oh god, no, really? He's walking around here with his Brewlings. This is not ideal at all. Now, Thompson's gonna have to fight, but Resolution's also strong. Triple stomp from S4 with the extra movement speed. They're just chewing through 5 anchors one by one. N0tail claiming himself a double kill. And all checked up to this point, it doesn't really matter. N0tail straight back into it. New and refreshed. And then all he can do is just try and timber chain back to base. Thompson does not have that luxury. Triple kill for the Tinker. Let's go for Basset Warriors here. They haven't even claimed the racks yet, but
they're just going for kills.
They're just going for kills, forcing out these buybacks. And even if they have to back off now, they'll have that to look forward to in the next fight, but they don't want one more. Resolution raised up. Hexu is dead. Thompson looking to be dead as well, and this might very well be GG here in game number 1. And it is.
Amazing execution from OG in the first. I really do love how the way they drafted this. However, 5 anchors, they did find a pick that could somehow work, which is the Arc Warden, but OG, they're just a lot crisper, a lot better. They know exactly